Hi there and welcome back. In today's video, we'll be going through section 5.2 of the change management process in the first edition of the Standard for Change Management in preparation for the Certified Change Management Professional Exam. So in this particular video, we will be focusing on the bulleted lists within section 5.2 of the standard. So let's dive right in. Key areas to be addressed in the change strategy to minimize risk to implementing the strategy and maximize effectiveness include the following: strength of the case for change, leadership engagement, degree that the success of the change depends on behavior changes, degree that the success of the change depends on stakeholders learning a new skill, degree that the change affects stakeholders, customers, and vendors, amount of impact the change has on the organization's financial performance and health, amount of prior experience the organization has with change, organizational alignment, and capacity for change. Now let's dive into these one by one. Strength of the case for change. If the case for change is strong, well supported, and consistently communicated, then the level of risk will be lower because those affected will understand the need to make and commit to the required changes. If the strength of the case is weak, resulting in poor communication, planning, low visibility, or minimal sponsorship support, then the risk levels may be higher because those affected by the change will not buy in or accept the need to change. Inadequate change planning may result in poor adoption of the change, insufficient allocation of resources necessary to drive the change, and lack of credibility for the project. Sponsorship engagement. Clear and visible engagement and support from the sponsor has a direct impact on the success of the change. If the sponsor does not provide support, lacks active engagement in the change effort and activities, loses interest in the change efforts, or is distracted during the change efforts, then there should be intervention and risk management strategies in place to address the issue. Degree that the success of the change depends on behavior changes. Risk levels will be higher if success depends on behavior changes than if change does not require behavior changes, because behavior changes are harder to make compared to learning a new system or process. Inadequate assessment of behavior change needed may result in lack of skill or capability to do things differently and misalignment with change goals. Degree that the success of the change depends on stakeholders learning a new skill. The risk assessment should indicate the degree to which a change depends on the stakeholders learning a new skill. If stakeholders are capable of and have had experience with learning in the past, then the risk assessment should be lower. Degree that the change affects stakeholders, customers, and vendors. The level of change required by stakeholders, customers, and vendors can affect the level of risk. A high level of change represents a high degree of risk. Change success is at a greater risk when customers and vendors are affected by the change. Amount of impact the change has on the organization's financial performance or health. Greater financial dependence on a change success increases the risk of change success and will likely shorten the available time to adopt the change. Therefore, results will likely need to be achieved quickly. Amount of prior experience the organization has with change. If the organization has past success with change and generally shows a little resistance to change, then the risks should be lower. If the organization has past failures with change, then the risk will be higher. Organizational alignment. Misalignment of the organization's performance management practices, culture, organizational structure, and organizational design, with the overall change management strategy may result in a lack of readiness for the change, poor or slow adoption of the change, or stakeholders reverting to old ways. And lastly, capacity for change. The overall ability to make the change, such as workload or other change initiatives based on environmental or timing factors. Thank you and good luck on your exam.